I am an advocate for family members educating themselves as much as possible, but also really talking and conversating as much as they can with doctors, with other people who are diagnosed, with resources like the Hospice Foundation. I think it's important that doctors know that this is your loved one and you care and you want them to, care as much as they possibly can as a medical professional. And we've been fortunate that we've had that. I don't think every family has that. And I think that there has to be more work done to help bridge those gaps, because as a family member, when it's your loved one, there's nothing like that. And sitting in, the doctor's office and hearing all of these really difficult things, it's hard for the patient, it's hard for the family. And so I hope that there's more and more communication between professionals and family members. My motto really with my family has been, which it took a moment for them all to really understand where I was coming from, has been that, this is horrible and it's, tragic, and it is a crisis that you don't want to experience. But when you are experiencing it, preparing for it as well as you can makes the most sense. And so if you're going to go through a crisis like this and possibly, your life is threatened and you may possibly die, wouldn't you want to do it the best way that you can? And I think hospice is a resource that helps people navigate something that's just unimaginable the best way they can. So I would be an advocate for us choosing hospice care. I think particularly in the African American community, you face so much that you learn at a very early age to get through. And I think that what I hope for my family, but also my community as a whole, would be that part of getting through is tapping into resources and tapping into support that exists. And so, that's something my family, when we first discovered, I went and found this foundation and this organization that talks about my dad's cancer, and everyone was like, okay, well, where did that come from? And it's like, well, they're out there, you have to find them. So I think the same goes for hospice. It's something that you have to talk about more. And I think that's challenging, in any family dynamic, but particularly when you're talking about sort of end-of-life issues or life-threatening issues, it's a challenge.